When God is silent, it can feel confusing, even painful. You pray, you wait, you hope, but the heavens seem quiet. No clear direction, no immediate answer, just silence. But silence does not mean absence. In the Bible, there were moments when God seemed silent. Job cried out in suffering and heard nothing for a long time. David wrote Psalms asking, "How long, O Lord?" Even between the Old and New Testaments, there were hundreds of years with no prophetic voice. Yet God was still working behind the scenes. Silence is often a season of preparation. Think about Joseph, betrayed, sold, forgotten in prison. For years it must have felt like heaven was quiet. But in the silence, God was positioning him for purpose. The prison was not punishment, it was preparation. When God is silent, He may be strengthening your faith. Faith grows strongest not when we see clearly, but when we trust deeply. Anyone can believe when prayers are answered immediately. Real faith is built in the waiting. Silence can also be an invitation to draw closer, to seek more intentionally, to mature spiritually. A teacher is often quiet during a test, not because the teacher has abandoned the student, but because it is time to apply what has already been taught. And remember this: God's silence is not God's rejection. At the cross, even Jesus Christ cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" In that moment, it seemed like silence. But that silence produced salvation. What felt like abandonment was actually fulfillment of a greater plan. So, if you are in a silent season right now, do not lose heart. Keep praying, keep trusting, keep walking, because even when you cannot hear Him, He is working. Even when you cannot see Him, He is moving. Even when you feel alone, He is near. Silence is not the end of your story. It may just be the beginning of something greater.